word play Beethoven.
Play Beethoven? I don't know that I have any Beethoven.
Six one.
6-1.
I don't know if it's 61, but it sounded like 6, then 1. So all this static noise, and then
Debbie.
oh,
Debbie? Is your name Debbie?
What about the history of the hospital? What do you know about the history?
Before the hospital was built, the town that Temperance built, people from New York came to Tennessee and they started Harriman. And they built houses, buildings, and all that. And then in 1938, they needed a hospital. So they built the hospital in 38, 39, it opened to the public. And before that, we had a flood in 29. This was right before the hospital was even considered. They had a flood 2 blocks from here. It took all the buildings off the riverbanks. There was fatalities, and 96, there was a tornado to come from Crossville to Wartburg, which did a lot of damage, hurt people, killed people. So even before the hospital was even built, the Cumberland Hotel was here. It was built in the late 1800s. On this land, it was on the corner of Devonia and Queen Street, which is the old part of where you're going to be going tonight, Block Long, or the Psych Ward, whatever you want to call it. Beautiful hotel. It burnt down, no record of when it burnt. And after it burnt down, they tore the rest of it down. They built a smaller building, bowling alley downstairs, roller skating rink upstairs. Then the doctors decided that they needed a hospital. So in 38, they started building the hospital. And then in 39, it opened to the public.
And then it's been added on to.
It's been added on, we know of right now, 3 times. One in the 50s, and the last is the emergency room, outpatient surgery, heart ward, and ICU. That was built in 91, 92 it was open. But stay for a while, pull you up a chair, do EVPs, set your equipment out. They're there, they're gonna eventually come out.
As Amy and I began setting out our equipment, we were reminded of the vastness of this hospital.
So you've got 168,000 square feet. Not all of it's open, but the majority of it is.
Although we won't be able to cover the entire hospital, Amy and I strategically placed our static equipment in key areas to capture witness testimony of paranormal activity. We placed cameras in the psych unit, geriatric hallway, along with a digital recorder on the nurse's station. Additionally, we set up cameras in the nursery, the old green operating room, and the makeshift morgue in the ER. Moreover, we strategically positioned another static camera in the ER hallway with a digital recorder on the nurse's station, a static camera in the new OR on the 2nd floor, and finally in the cardiac care unit on the 3rd floor. With our equipment in place to cover key areas, we are prepared to commence our investigation on the 3rd floor in cardiac care.
We're on the 3rd floor. We're going to play a little music.
so no country.
I don't know. See what happens. We'll play some.
Vintage rock.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What's advice you would give us for tonight?
Be as crazy and funny and as energetic as you possibly can.
Has anybody ever used music here before? Played music? What kind of music do they like?
They do not like country.
Do not like country.
They do not like country. We were on the 4th floor playing just the 90s, and anytime like something country or something slow would come on, my speaker would literally static out until that song was done.
Oh,
and
wow.
then if it was something upbeat, they would leave it alone.
So kind of like pop. They like pop.
They like more
So we like to
upbeat
use-
stuff.
We like to use music.
Yeah.
Do y'all like rock music? Heard y'all like to have fun around here.
Yes. Is this music fun?
Do you enjoy this music? Do you like this? You come on down here. Listen to it with us.
So we got a new device, Ovilus 5. We're gonna try that out.
You just hit ABC, right?
Yep, ABC. Was anyone with the last name Pinky or Fall?
Debbie? Is your name Debbie? Who's Debbie?
Debbie, did you enjoy the music?
Debbie, if you're here, if that's your name, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself? What was wrong with you, Debbie? Is there anybody else here besides Debbie?
After dedicating an hour to the third floor, we made use of our REM pod as a trigger object, played music, and employed our digital recorder in the hopes of capturing any paranormal activity. This endeavor led us to use our Ovilus 5, through which we encountered the name Debbie. Little did we know this wouldn't be the last time the name Debbie would make an appearance during our investigation that evening.
So tell me about some of your experiences here.
Oh, Lord. I've been touched here 3 times. All of it down geriatric hallway. Every single time. We've been here. I've heard voices with my own 2 ears. We've heard footsteps coming down the hallway. We've heard huffing and puffing behind us, EVPs, shadow people, laughter every now and then. So,
What's your favorite part of the hospital?
My favorite part, I get a lot in the emergency room. There's a grumpy old man in there. I've gotten on my phone. I use my tape recorder on my phone. I've asked him multiple times for his name, and he gets angry. No. And he'll go, no. And you know the voice. Once you've heard him enough, you know. And I couldn't get a name, so I went to one of the rooms in the emergency room, and I went to the door and I hollered boo really loud. It was like this big force of wind, cold air hit me, and I laughed. I said, I just scared a ghost. And I laughed, and we got a remark from that when we turned on the phone, so we did EVPs. Chris was agging it on. She was hoping they would mess with me for scaring him, and he laughed with a creepy voice and said, I'm gonna get her.
While we didn't find Rhonda's grumpy old man, we did capture a disembodied voice while investigating room 10, which was used as a temporary morgue room in the emergency room.
You could let us know that you're here. You could let us know that you're here. You could let us know that you're here.
This is the old surgery room in the 1950s portion of the building, the one with the green walls. And there supposedly is a someone in here they call the huffer, because he comes up behind you and like that. So we're going to see if he might be around tonight and maybe make his presence known. He could come over here. You could come over here and touch the REM pod if you'd like. Make that light up, just like this. If you come over and you can just touch it like that and make it light up, that would be great. You let us know that you're here. Or you can come breathe in my ear. It felt kind of heavy in here earlier, I thought. I felt a little heavy in that other room.
This ER right here?
Mm-hmm.
This room right here?
Mm-hmm. Not this one, that one.
Okay.
I felt a little heavy in there.
Okay.
Didn't really pick anything up, but we might want to spend a little time in there.
All right.
I've heard that you make your presence known right outside this door. Have you made that cat ball light up tonight? To make your presence known, can you show us now? We're really not trying to make any kind of a circus trick out of you. We just are interested in knowing more about you and your story, and if you're here and why you're here.
As Amy reviews the audio from the digital recorder with hopes of hearing the huffer, up on the third floor, our static camera captures what seems to be residual energy resembling the sound of someone turning on and off a water drinking fountain. As I move my camera in the hallway and around the corner, you'll notice that there is no water fountain in the vicinity of the static camera in any direction.
Oh,
I just heard that.
someone here with us? Someone here with me?
Cross and along.
Cross along.
And save.
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 S-A-V-E.
Glove, cold. Wow. So think of this. So we have glove. It's cold. Save.
Save, yeah.
Where are we at?
In the operating room. And it would probably have been cold in here.
Yes.
And there were gloves involved.
Yes.
And would you want the doctor to save you?
Right here. And then we just got, we got Debbie again.
Debbie again?
We got Debbie again.
Debbie, are you following us around?
And arrived. Debbie arrived.
Oh, hey, Debbie.
Debbie, are you here? And remove. And hell.
L, H-E-L-L?
Yep.
Was it hell in this room?
Are these all the things that you remembered, Debbie? Assault, reveal, homicide, us.
Wow.
This is more active here. Debbie, were you murdered? And it was hell?
What happened to you, Debbie?
Were you assaulted? Assault is on here too. Debbie, if this is you, we would love to share your story. Do you need help moving on? Are you stuck here?
Hey, Debbie, did they operate on you in this operating room? Maybe do heart surgery or some sort of surgery if you were assaulted? Who assaulted you?
Tell us who assaulted you. Who killed you? Do you remember his or her name?
There was somebody.
I just heard a
Debbie,
voice.
is that you?
Use my energy, Debbie, if that's really you, to communicate with us. Thank.
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 Well, thank you
Thank you, Debbie.
for communicating.
That was a female's voice right
I
there.
think it just said Debbie.
Did it just say Debbie?
I think it did.
And Debbie was up on the 3rd floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Debbie's followed us down to the 2nd floor.
Debbie, you got something to tell us?
Debbie, we have a bunch of devices. We can hear you. Don't be scared. The next word is bored.
She's bored? Are you
Rate. The next is rate.
rate?
Rate. R-A-T-E. Rate.
Bored and rate?
Yeah.
Well, was it boring being in the hospital? I bet it was.
Gail. Hey, slow down. Grandma may be angry.
Grandma may be angry?
Yeah.
Debbie, were you a grandma? Is someone angry in here? Someone annoyed?
Thank you for communicating with us.
Yes, thank you very much. So you said it was cold in here with gloves and that you were, I guess, scared. What kind of surgery did you have in this room?
I just heard that voice.
We can hear you coming through. Sometimes it's hard for me to understand. Maybe we should try an Estes method in here.
Yeah.
While we are setting up for the SS method in the old operating room, let's look at Stacy's comments about the hallway outside the new operating room and review some evidence we captured there.
Is there any part of this of the hospital that you won't go in?
No.
Okay.
There's parts that's creepy,
Right.
but
What do you think are the creepiest parts?
this hallway is one of the scariest places for me.
After Stacy informed us that the 2nd floor's new operating room is the creepiest hallway, we conducted an investigation on this floor, but it yielded no results. Subsequently, we left a digital recorder on the nurse's station, and throughout the evening we heard 4 distinct noises.
Oh. Okay. We have a device right here that will let us know your presence.
And you're probably operated on about right there.
There it goes.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you.
It just lit up.
Thank you. I don't know that you could see it on that camera.
Nah, it's too high.
Thank you
Walk around.
for showing up.
Yep. There
it goes again.
Oh, maybe that's me. Let me see. That might be me. No?
Walk a little closer.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
You have to be really close to it. No, that's not me. Thank you for being here and showing us yourself. Let's back this up here. And hold on real quick.
There it goes again.
There it goes again, right there.
That same. Can you make a different part of it light up than that one piece?
Yes, can you?
Maybe this end of it? Come a little closer to me. Okay.
Let's see if the Oculus has done anything.
I haven't heard it.
No, still make page. Alice. Oh, there it goes again. The 3 lights. Can you make any other lights show up so we know it's you and not maybe a default in the wiring, which I don't think it is.
Would you put the REM pod? Can you put the REM pod down there next to it?
Yeah.
See if. Oh, okay.
See, like when you do this.
As I
Yeah.
bent down to interact with the tracer light, an orb flew out. Apologies for the awkward sight, leading us to believe that this was the entity that made its presence known through the tracer light.
And then you cross it once you, and then here,
Yeah.
you got to be really close to it.
The REM pod might be making it go. Yeah, we probably won't be able to do that.
Okay, so let's take this away. Yeah, let's take that away. Yeah, there we go. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll just go ahead and do it.
And we just got doctor and press, Nor. Okay, all right, here we go. So Amy just went under for a Estes method.
Patience.
Patience. I haven't even started asking questions yet with the spirit box, and we got patience coming through. All right, so as you can see, Amy in the corner is doing an Estes method, which has headphones. It has, she also has a blindfold on so she can't see or hear. Leg press.
Debbie.
Oh, Debbie, are you here? Wow. Debbie, you know, you followed us from the 3rd floor to this floor. Did you have surgery in here? We also had the word homicide. Were you murdered?
Sign.
Sign. We had sign on the Ovulus 5. Debbie, can you make this light on the floor light up and let us know you're here? If you need to use my energy to do that, please do so.
Always makes.
Always makes. I heard that, and she has headphones on. All right, so ravine, okay, and every. So anyway, back to the Estes method. Amy has a blindfold on so she can't see what it is I'm doing. She has headphones on that's plugged into the spirit box. Unfortunately, there's no camera or, memory card in the spirit box, so unfortunately we can't play it back as of right now.
Beep, beep.
Beep, beep. Is that the sound of the machine? Beep, beep. Is that what you remember? Is the beep, beep sound from the machine when you're in here? That spirit box is quite loud. All right, Debbie, so you followed us from the 3rd floor down here onto the 2nd floor. I know you want to communicate with us. We are very thankful and appreciative that you have communicated with us, and we hope you continue to do so. There's a lot of opportunities in here to let us know. There's miss. What do you miss? Are you Miss Debbie, or do you miss something? Do you miss life? Do you miss loved ones?
We got nothing else compelling, so I decided to try my hand at the Estes method.
Okay. Now Nick's doing the Estes method on the spirit box. And we have been communicating with someone named Debbie, who was on the 3rd floor, and I guess followed us down to the 2nd floor. And Debbie, it sounds like that you were a victim of assault. Can you tell me who assaulted you? Are you being followed, or why are you following us around? Do you have something that you want to tell us? Can you tell, over there with Nick, can you tell him what happened to you? Can you come in here? Were you operated on in here? Seems like it maybe you weren't, because it would have been a different part of the hospital that you were in versus this part. But if you followed us down here for a reason, that would be
ER.
you were started out in the ER. So when you got to the ER, what was the problem? Why were you at the ER? What happened to you there? And then were you kept here after you were in the ER? Tell me, there's a reason that you're following us down here. What do you want to tell us? Did you like the music that we played? Do you remember what kind of music we played up on the 3rd floor? Is that what made you start talking to us, because we were playing music? And I'm assuming that you were a patient here. Were you a patient here? Or did you work here? Or both? So I'm happy that you've been communicating with us. Can you tell Nick a little bit more? Can you tell us a little bit more about what happened to you?
I think it just said impossible or possible.
Is it impossible to tell me? Is it possible to tell me?
I just heard an aggressive male's voice come through. I couldn't make out what was said, but it was an aggressive male's voice. It sounded like, "Rah."
So are you the huffer? Is that the huffer coming through? Are you done with us? Are you ready for us to move on? Are you tired of us being in here? Because that's what I've heard.
Service.
I'll tell you what.
We see you.
Well, thank you. I hope to see you.
Music.
You like the music? Which music did you like that we played? So the aggressive male, was that the huffer? You're ready for us to go? Tired of us being in your room?
Nodded. Or there's that aggressive male's voice again.
Yep. You're ready for us to go? I tell you what, if you'll light this up or light up that REM pod, we'll leave.
Perhaps.
Perhaps you will. Well, if you would, we will pack up and move on. If you light one of these things up, either the floor or if you want to come huff in my ear like you do with some of the other people, that would be fine too. So are you ready for us to move on? You can huff at Nick one more time if you're ready for us to move on, and we'll stop.
I heard play Beethoven.
Play Beethoven? I don't know that I have any Beethoven. I can try. It might hurt our cause here, but I'll try if you'd like.
Yeah, play Beethoven came. It sounded like it went above all the other audio, and it made the audio like bold. It said play Beethoven.
Okay.
That was really weird. I got this vision where all this static, and then the word play and the word Beethoven came up, and it read play Beethoven, and it was a female's voice.
How about that? Is that what you want? That's Beethoven. That's Beethoven's seventh. Do you like that? Does that make you happy?
I think I just heard it's playing. Love it. Yeah.
Does that make you happy?
Love.
Well, I'm glad that I could make you happy. I'm glad that you love it. Thank you for telling me.
Happy. This is interesting. I don't know what this number means, but again, static noise, and then 6-1.
6-1.
I don't know if it's 61, but it sounded like 6, then 1. So all this static noise, and then the number 6 and number 1 both came above the static noise. 6-1. That's really weird. So I can see it in my vision where it just shoots up. 6-1.
All right. See if this is what you meant. Is this what you meant? Because this is Beethoven's Sixth Symphony. Is that what you wanted? The sixth?
Amy played the music for a few moments and got no responses until this came through the spirit box.
Played it at Christmas.
Played it at Christmas? Did you like this as Christmas music? I can see that.
It's either played it at Christmas or play Christmas. I think it said played it at Christmas.
All right. Did you play this at Christmas? I can see this as Christmas music.
Play on.
It's very pretty, isn't it? It's beautiful. It's very lovely, isn't it? I thank you for, I don't know that I've ever heard this one, so I thank you for introducing me to it. Very soothing.
Coming through.
It's very, very soothing, isn't it? Does it make you feel better? Like where you hurt from the
Feel
surgery?
good.
I'm glad it makes you feel better. Are there other classical artists that you like besides Beethoven? Do you like Bach, or do you like Mendelssohn, Chopin, Schubert? Any of those? Did you enjoy that music? Do you want me to keep going with it? Do you want me to play more?
I just heard, thank you so much. Female's voice.
Well, thank you so much for communicating with us.
As we conclude our time at Old Historic Harriman Hospital, I can't help but reflect on the enjoyable and insightful paranormal investigation we experienced.
They call it a witching hour.
Our interaction with the spirit named Debbie was truly fascinating, shedding light on the mysteries of the past. It became evident that the spirits within these walls have a profound appreciation for music, symbolizing their enduring connection to the living world. We extend our heartfelt thanks to Rhonda and Stacy for generously volunteering their time to share their experiences and the rich history of the hospital with us. Amy and I eagerly anticipate our return as we look forward to delving deeper into the mysteries of this historic location. The captivating moments we shared will stay with us, inspiring future explorations and investigations.